DreAllDay.com.
What up, everybody? Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. This week's motivation is called I'm Me. I'm Me. Now, this week's motivation being I'm Me, that's not about me personally. That's not me motivating you by talking about me being me. Your motivation is you looking in the mirror and saying that you are you. Now, the reason that this week's motivation is I'm Me is because all you need to understand that the outside stimuli that you look at, you look to, you may depend on or call on when you need some motivation, you need to get yourself going. Maybe you got some big event or time taking place in your life and you need something to push you forward and keep you going. You need to understand that those outside stimuli, they're not always going to be there, and you can't always depend on them. Sometimes, at some point, each one of you out there, if you want to reach a higher level at whatever it is that you're doing or whatever you decide to do in the future, you need to reach a point where the fact that you are who you are is your motivation to go and do what you got to do. It's like, for example, when I wake up in the morning, because I ask people sometimes, once I get to know somebody, I'm talking to them a little bit about what they do in their lives. I try to figure out what is the thing that makes you get up in the morning? What is it that motivates you? What's your overarching, whatever you call it, goal in life? What is it that you want to accomplish? What is it that moves you? What motivates you? What gets you going despite all the other things that might be trying to hold you back? Me personally, what gets me going in the morning is not critics, it's not anything negative nobody says to me in a fucking YouTube comment, it's not fans, it's not anything positive anybody says to me, it's not money, it's not... I love to compete. This is one of my passions, probably my number one passion. But I wouldn't even say competing is the reason that I get up in the morning. The reason I get up in the morning is because I am who I am. That's what makes me want to get up, because I know what I represent is that when I put in the work and I focus and I'm persistent and I'm prepared and I go at the work over and over and over again over a period of time, the results will come. I know this for a fact because I've seen it happen in my life. That's my motivation to get up in the morning. That's me. That's who I am as a person. When people ask me, why do you work so hard? Why do you keep doing this? Why you do that? Why you do the third? It's because it's who I am. I mean, there ain't no other way to explain it. There's nothing that nobody told me. There's nothing that I read in the book. There's nothing that some rapper said in the song that makes me who I am. It's just who I am as a person. Me being me is my motivation to get up. Now for you, you got to find that level. What is it that you represent? First of all, you got to figure out who you are. What are you about? Whether you're a basketball player or you're not a basketball player, you got to figure out who you are as a person. And if you are a player, a lot of players ask me like, yo, should I play this style or should I play that style? Or if I play this way, will the coach like me? Or if I play that way, do I got a better chance of making the basketball team? I always tell you, you got to figure out what your game is first. You can't just say, oh, today I'm gonna try to play like Kobe, and tomorrow I'm gonna try to play like LeBron, and then the next day I'm gonna try to play like Derrick Rose, and then the next day I'm gonna try to be like Russell Westbrook. You can't be like them dudes. You gotta be who you are. Derrick Rose don't go into a game thinking about being Kobe. Derrick Rose go into a game saying, I'm gonna be Derrick Rose, and that's good enough. And I know Derrick Rose is probably better than you or me or whoever this is watching this video, but guess what? Derrick Rose wasn't always Derrick Rose. He had to build that up. He got to a point one day in his life, I don't know when or where he said, you know what, being me is good enough. I don't need to try to be Kobe. I don't need to be Jordan. I don't need to be whoever else was out there when he was coming up. He said, I don't need to be those dudes. Being me is the thing to be. Being Derrick Rose is the thing to be. He had to believe that before any of y'all believed it. Okay, that's what y'all got to understand. He was believing that being Derrick Rose is the thing. That's before y'all even heard of Derrick Rose. You understand that? All of you, each one of you could do the same thing he did by making it cool to be you. Who you are is the thing to be, and then people will be looking at you for that motivation. So when you get to this level, the last point here, when you get to this level, when we talk about being a professional, people think being a professional is about signing a contract or making a certain amount of money. Being a professional has nothing to do with paperwork or money or anything material. Being a professional has nothing to do with anything you can hold in your hand. It's not about a house, a car, money, a position, a uniform, fans. It ain't about none of that. Being a professional is a person that is a professional is an individual who shows up and gets their work done, whatever their work may be, every single day, no matter what is going on around them. No matter how they feeling, no matter if their wife getting on their nerves, no matter if they got problems with the people down the block, no matter if somebody was bothering them the night before, no matter if they couldn't get no sleep, no matter if they didn't have a good dinner, no matter if it's raining or it's snowing or their knee hurt or they're tired or their favorite team lost last night, it don't matter. A professional is a person that gets up and gets the job done every single day without fail. That's what a professional means. And you can be a professional, you can be 15 years old and be a professional. You don't have to sign no contract with nobody. You ain't got to be getting paid no money. A professional is a person that gets it done every day. Your parents get up every day and go to work, and you got food on the table every night when you come home from school or practice or whatever it is you're doing, you young people out there. That's a professional. That's what professional means. Taking care of your business no matter what everybody else is doing, no matter what you feeling, no matter what circumstances outside of your control are trying to affect you, you still get it done. That's what the motivation this week, I'm Me, is about. You got to look in the mirror, you're you, and you got to figure out what that is, what it is that represents, and why that should be your motivation to go and do what you want to do with your life. Work on your game, DreAllDay.com.
This is Brad from Philly. Work on your game.